is a snowy little wonderland known as Crested Butte, Colorado. And I'm on a snow and ice course. And no, I'm not in a Subaru or an Audi or something else fun like that. Sorry for my nose, it's a little stuffy, so you're gonna have to deal with that. And what I'm dealing with is a Kia Stinger. This is the Kia Stinger GT all-wheel drive, and it is wearing a set of Michelin Alpin tires. Those are winter tires, performance winter tires, and they're kicking serious ass out here, just like this car is kicking serious ass out here. I took one of these to a snowy, slushy parking lot a few months back, and I tried to get it to do donuts, and it wouldn't. It had all seasons on, and I was a little disappointed. I am not disappointed out here. The car, with its in-house designed Kia all-wheel drive system, is letting you play and have a lot of fun. And this car is supremely capable. In sport mode, it sends up to 80% of the power available to the rear wheels. Now, because of this all-wheel drive system, it can then sap some of that to the front wheels to get you around the corner. This is basically cheat mode out here. I've driven this course before, believe it or not, and I've driven it in V12 rear-wheel drive Aston Martins. And those had winter tires on it, and it was great, but you really had to work the throttle pretty hard to have all of the fun that you wanted. With this, you just kind of put your foot down and go. Now you gotta be mindful of what you're doing out here. You gotta know what you're doing with the steering wheel. I almost ate it in a snowbank at one point, which I'm sure I have a video of that. But this car is supremely capable because of the all-wheel drive system and the amazing Michelin tires. This thing is a blast out here. There are sections where you could spin off if you don't know what you're doing, but if you keep your foot planted and you can feel when the car sends the torque forward, you just kind of hold on, keep your foot to the floor, let the torque and the horsepower do its thing, the tires will grab, and then you go and you're away, and you can take this course far more quickly than you would expect to be able to. Kia also set up an autocross course, which is really fun as well. Like, I like this big course because it's a little bit more speed and big wide drifts and all that fun stuff. But the autocross course was kind of awesome, and I took second place out of all the journalists here. I was a few tenths behind the winning journalist, and I went with a different strategy there. Instead of putting it in sport, what I did was put it in comfort. Put it in comfort because I wanted the softer suspension to kind of soak everything up, and I wanted a softer throttle response, so I wasn't just going to spin it in every corner. And then I turned the traction control and stability control off, so I still got the power that I wanted. You can just really just drive this thing around. It is just so much fun. So I came in second with that mode. Now here out on this course, I want sport because I want big snow throwing drifts, and a lot of that fun can be had. The only thing I don't like is that this car doesn't appreciate left foot braking. So when you go to left foot brake, the car just goes, I don't know, and it cuts power. And that's a huge bummer, because if you're gonna left foot brake in a car like this, you could probably knock that autocross course out even more quickly and have more fun with it. So this car is set up for performance and fun and dynamic driving. There's a lot of fun to be had out here, but there are still a few areas maybe where they could kick it up another notch. I'd like to see them revise the software so that you can do some left foot braking if you need to. Now, that's not going to be in high demand for a car like the Kia Stinger, but whatever. Even without being able to do that, you can just, kick it out. This is great. This is such a good car for Kia, and I really hope people pay attention to this and buy them no matter which climate they live in. The rear-wheel drive one is a blast. This all-wheel drive one is very capable out here. This snow, as the day went on, it's becoming less snow and more ice, and there's tons of shiny surface bits, and you really have to find the grip. It's farther out in the corners than you might expect, but when you find it, it just grips and it goes, and the brakes respond perfectly. There's a reason that this car is so well set up, and that can be partly owed to Albert Biermann, who came over from BMW's M division, and Kia's calling it the Biermann effect, and it shows on a car like this. This car is it's not going to make or break Kia, but it's really going to either change a lot of people's minds or nothing will. And I really hope it does, because this car is just so much goddamn fun, especially on a course like this. Oh, you can just really fling this thing around. This is an all-wheel drive car with a performance-minded all-wheel drive system. That is a huge difference against other all-wheel drive systems. I've driven the Kia Stinger 3 times now, and I just kind of fall more in love with it. This is a fantastic car. Everybody out there who's looking for a car like this, shop the Kia Stinger, because this is a really good car. And if cars like this succeed, they're only going to get better now that they have Albert Biermann and they have the great styling. If they're going to take the lead from the Stinger, more good things are only going to come from Kia. So there you go.